Thank you for joining me on Life and Surround. This is my first review of 2023. It's a band that I have been meaning to share with all of you for quite some time. Many of you probably already know of them, but in case you don't yet, this is Big Big Train, Summer Shall Not Fade.
Just as good as reference to shine. Hey, Tina, summer time. Hey, Tina, summer time. Tina, summer time.
All right, so Big Big Train, Summer Shall Not Fade. This is a live release. I have it in booklet form, as you can see here. This features a Blu-ray, 2 CDs, and a book with concert photos and some information about the production. Fairly no frills, but also very affordable, and this definitely delivers what I'm looking for in live surround content. And we'll get to that more in just a moment. I want to ask, if you like what I do, take a moment to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Don't forget to share videos if you feel appropriate, and leave comments, your thoughts and encouragement, and just all that. It all helps the health of this channel. Okay, so Big Big Train. There are many, many reasons why I love this band. Not only do they have quite a strong early Genesis vibe, like I would say from Trespass to Selling England. And that's no big surprise given that a lot of their songs feature dual acoustic guitar passages, often one of them being a 12-string, and so you get kind of that supper's ready intro kind of thing going. A lot of Moog or Moog, or however you prefer to pronounce that word. The inventor says that there are 3 legitimate choices, so don't beat me up over that, please. And also, a vocalist who is also the band's flautist, and quite a charismatic character. So, there are lots of ties to early Genesis, and, given that they perform, they write, and they have that sound and that style, there's still plenty of originality. These guys in no way come off as a Genesis cover band. They are bringing their own thing to the table. And I would say, particularly given that they have a dedicated violinist in Rachel Hall, and also the Big Big Train brass band. So, they're kind of like heading into that territory of Chicago, where you have full-on rock ensemble and really, really, really well arranged and fleshed out, meaningful, important brass parts. All right, so not only the musical style, but also these performers. This band is just made up of just about entirely multi-instrumentalists. Everyone is working the whole time during the show, whether they're showcased or not. If they're not playing solos, they're probably singing or playing percussion, keyboardists double on guitars. Lots and lots and lots of talent. And speaking of talent, Nick DiVirgilio may be like the most excellent and proficient prog drummer that I've heard in quite a while. I know that, Gavin Harrison deserves the accolades that he gets, but in my opinion, he may have some stiff competition here. All right, so what caused me to fall in love with my first Big Big Train acquisition, Stone and Steel, and to equally love Summer Shall Not Fade? You have live 5.1 mixes that utilize the surrounds for important, engaging, meaningful music. Not only background elements like supportive vocals, additional guitars, supportive keyboard parts, but also the entire Big Big Train brass band. You have the principal band spread kind of across the front of the room, with the Big Big Train brass band, when they are on stage, spread around you. using what sounds to my ears like a phantom rear center. Very, very, very cool mix approach. Totally effective in my opinion. Essentially the same mixing team from one release to the other. You have Rob Aubrey, the principal mixing engineer, and Neil Palfreman as a surround consultant. And that is a winning team. Keep up the excellent output, guys. Now, I will admit that these are the only two Big Train releases that I own so far. And hey, I think it's because their live surround mixes received such high praise from listeners that I respect. So I hope that more Big Train material can be released in surround. I'm not opposed to tracking down their albums. I just haven't so far because I hadn't heard that they'd been mixed in surround. So here's to hoping. Truly great songs. And across these two releases, you have 5 of the same song. And so for me, that was nice. It was a pleasant mix of stuff that I was already familiar with, and then some new stuff. Very, very, very poignant is to watch and listen to David Longdon singing Summer's Lease, which he describes as a contemplation of death. After this performance, Longdon passed away due to an accident at his house.
Where did you come from? Where will you go to? Don't go away.
Was ruled to be an accident. He fell down the stairs and sustained unsurvivable head injuries. So in that sense, this review qualifies, for admission to the Life and Death in Surround playlist. Just such a gut punch. Such a gut punch. I know that the band are continuing on, and I hope that they have the greatest of success. There's just a tremendous amount of creativity and talent here, so I am sure that they are destined to continue to do great things. As much as I can be connected to someone that I'm familiar with only from a couple of live performances, Longdon is just so charismatic and in just excellent voice. Such a great fit for the band. It's just such a gut punch to have performers that we respect taken from us far too soon. I think he was only 56. Other wonderful moments, you get East Coast Racer, which could be the premier prog song about trains.
Men as giants feed the engine, build the fire from coal. Coal and water, fire and steam to drive the pistons home.
And there's also Brave Captain, about a World War I RAF pilot, and just David's experience of learning about him from his father when he was a little kid, and then imagining being a pilot himself. Oh, the sheer bravery, being only 20 years old when that young pilot gave his life for his country. And then in the book, they dedicate Summer Shall Not Fade to their brave captain, David Longdon. Just very poignant. But this is an uplifting show. It features what I feel are the trademarks of Big Train, this rustic style, and songs about not fairy tales, but just folklore. In fact, one of the songs from one of their albums, both called Folklore, and that was also a standout for me. Such a cool show. Before the show wraps up, you get this track called Drums and Brass, which is an excellent surround showcase because you have the drum set kind of wrapping around the front of the room and the big train brass band wrapping all around you. And just couldn't be more discreet in terms of surround. So excellent sonics, excellent mix and master to my ears, excellent performance. You get an extremely engaging live surround mix, and in my opinion, at an affordable price. Stone and Steel, I think, is out of print for the second time. Give Summer Shall Not Fade a chance. I think it will impress you, and I'm very thrilled that Big Train put this out. I was made aware or reminded of this title by perusing the Quadraphonic Quad list of surround releases for 2022. I am just thoroughly grateful for that. So what's the takeaway here? I absolutely recommend you pick this up. Gets full marks from me for sound, for surround, and for content. It's a stunner, and in my opinion, it is a worthy part of anyone's collection, given, if you like stereo or surround live concerts in sort of an older British proggy sort of vibe. This is going to please. You have exquisite drums, keys, strings, brass, vocals, bass, guitars, just like what more could you ask for? This is awesome. So I encourage you to pick it up. And again, leave your comments below. Let everyone know what you think. And, I really sincerely hope that this isn't the end of the road for Big Train in surround. I will be glad to support any subsequent efforts on their part. And with that, welcome to 2023. I hope it is a most excellent year for every one of us in every way imaginable, and that we're all able to live life as long as it shall last in surround.